Whoa, that's a nice crown. How much is it? You mean this old fella? That will cost you 2 gold nuggets. That sounds expensive. But what if I bought this from you last time? Oh, you have that? So take this one for free. This one also. Take everything.
So today we're learning Splendor Duel. To set up, first we place the game board in the middle of the table. Take all the poker chips. We shuffle them in the bag which come with the game. Put them inside the game board. Next, we grab all 3 privilege tokens. Put it in here so both players can easy to reach, as well as the victory condition board so both players can check them anytime they want. There are 3 decks of the jewelry. We shuffle them individually. For the level 1, we set up 4 cards to form the market. Level 2, we set 3 cards. And the level 3, the highest level, we only have 2 cards to start in the market. Now we have 4 of the Royal Servant cards. We don't have to shuffle. At last, randomly choose the first player. Give the second player a privilege token. Now we are ready to start. Throughout the game, players take turns until one player reach one of the victory condition. Every turn split into 2 phases, optional action and main action phase. For you to easier to understand how they works, I will explain the main action first. In your main action phase, you must perform one of the following 3 actions. Take up to 3 stone chips. Take 1 gold token and reserve 1 jewel card. Buy 1 jewel card by paying its cost. The first kind of action, which is probably you will perform the most, is to take gem and pearl. You can take up to 3 chips between gems or pearl. Put them in front of you. Here we set up to 3, so it means if you want to, you can take only 1 or 2 chips. You cannot take gold chips from this action. The chip you take must be in a vertical, horizontal, or diagonal line, and must be uninterrupted by gold chip or an empty space. Your workshop has a limit of 10. You have to discard any extra in the end of your turn. The symbol on the side of the board reminds us if you try to monopolize by using this action to take 2 pearls or 3 tokens of the same color, your opponent will take 1 privilege. For the reserve action, first take 1 gold token from the board, and then you can either take 1 jewel card of your choice from the pyramid, or draw the top card from one of the 3 decks. You cannot perform this action when there are no gold tokens on the board, or if you already have 3 reserve cards. The reserve card, I will put it in the sideway in front of me to remind myself that I have not paid yet, so I cannot use its bonus and discount. As soon as a card has been reserved, so there is a gap in the market, we will immediately draw another card by its corresponding deck to fill the market. To purchase a card either from the jewelry market or your reserve area, simply pay its cost, which shows on the card's bottom left. Some cards can reduce the cost of your future purchases, and some cards have various one-time power, which I will explain the details in the later section. If we use these cards as an example, the cost is 2 green and 2 red gem, so I paid the depleted chips, put them into the chip bag. Now the jewelry is mine, so I place the card face up in front of me. In this scenario, I would like to buy this card, which cost me 2 green and 2 red. Since I've got the red jewelry card which gave me the discount bonus, I only need to pay 1 red and 2 green chips to purchase this black jewelry card. I return the spent tokens to the bag. In order to easily to sort it out my bonus for each color, I will put this card on top of the other black card I already own and leave the top of the other card remain visible. After I purchase a card from the market, we review a new card from the corresponding deck. There's no limit of how many jewelry cards you can have, and it is possible to have enough bonuses to reduce the cost of a card to 0 tokens. The cost of a card may not be reduced below 0, so you won't get any so-called exchange back. Here, let's look at all the card's abilities. After you buy this card, you immediately take another turn. Take 1 token matching the color of this card from the board. If there are no such tokens left, ignore this effect. In this case, I purchase a blue card comes with the ability. I look at the board, then I can grab a blue stone, put it in my workshop. Copy a color of another jewel. I call this the Joker card. Play this card on another card which has a color discount bonus. From now on, this card's bonus becomes the same color of the card which is overlapping. If you do not have a card with a bonus, you cannot buy this card. Don't mix between colorless card and the Joker card. One has a bonus symbol to copy the others, one has not. You cannot put the Joker card on the colorless card. Take 1 privilege from the middle. If none are available in the supply, you can take 1 from your opponent. If you already have all 3, ignore this effect. I'll explain how privilege work in the later chapter. This one's pickpocket. Take 1 gem or pearl chip from your opponent. If they do not have such tokens, ignore this effect. You cannot take a gold token from them. Some cards you buy also come with 1 or maybe more crowns. When you get your 3rd crown symbol in your workshop, you can take 1 of the available Royal Servant cards. They will give you some victory point. You will also resolve its special ability if they have. When acquire your 6th crown, take another royal card and resolve its ability. Taking a Royal Servant card is not an action. Now let's get back to the optional action phase. In the first part, you can use your privilege tokens. Return 1 or more privilege to the center. For each token returned, you can take 1 gem or pearl from the board. You are not allowed to take a gold token by this action. After that, you may choose to replenish the game board. Mix the chips which are already in the bag and place them on the empty spaces. Starting with the central spaces and follow the circle printed on the board until the bag is empty. Then, your opponents take 1 privilege. It's important you follow this order, means you cannot first replenish the board, then use the privilege. There are 3 kinds of victory conditions. First, prestige points. Prestige points are numbers on the top left of the cards. If you have total 20 or more points among the cards in your workshop, everyone loves your work. You win! Any leftover chips or privilege token won't have any impact for the endgame. 2. The crowns. If you have 10 or more crowns, the royal families are very impressed by your product. You win! 3. 10 points in a color. If you have 10 or more prestige points on the cards in the same color, which includes the Joker cards, now you are the craft master of the gem. You win! Here is a quick summary of the turns look like, which is also in the back of the rulebook. Also, I have a small challenge for you. Here is the situation. Take a closer look at the table. Both sides of the player only need 1 turn to win. Can you figure it out? Leave your answer in the comment. And this is how you play Splendor Duel. I wish you enjoyed the video. Bye.
Subscribe!